Hey, what's up everybody? Elias here, Team Red Bull Driftbrothers, and we are in Goodwood at the Goodwood Festival of Speed, and it's the first time for me, and I can tell you it's crazy here. Like, you see some cars in the back, there are more cars, and they are like everywhere. There are so many unique, awesome race cars, and we wanted to take you along and show you at least some of them, because all of them would probably be impossible, but some of the most special ones we show you.
Alright guys, I just came back from getting stuff. You'll figure out what it was. So Ellie already had a chance to walk through the paddock a bit, or the tiny portion, this tiny portion of the paddock. So I want to see it all. This is where our cars are, and check out the neighborhood. Check this out. I mean, come on.
30 M3 rally car, if I'm not mistaken here.
This is a proper rally car, yeah.
Pro drive.
Yeah, pro drive, so it is proper.
Yeah.
And then just your random, I mean, nothing special, right? All right, and then we're moving on.
This one is a really interesting one.
I mean,
so look who drove it. The name on the side.
What? Okay, we might show it now.
Yeah, we can.
I think we can show it, but for me, just seeing such a car in real life, I think this is like the second or maybe third time.
And this one is
actually
like
not
two times built.
Yeah. This one I've never seen.
A proper M1 Pro car, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a fully tube frame. If you look inside,
you can tell. Yeah.
It's built by Sauber, actually.
People need to hear this. This is crazy, man. This is so crazy.
It's built by Sauber, and they only built two of them. So this is one of them here with us, and I think it's as wide as our cars. It's really wide.
It's so wide and it's so low. And then, I mean, just right next to it, let's just have another one.
Yeah.
Let's just have another one. So everybody, we just realized there are 400 of those cars.
I don't know the number exact, but many.
Many, hundreds.
Hundreds.
And we're only two, and I'm already completely lost my mind by just what's next to, like the 5 next cars right next to ours. I haven't even seen the rest of this line, let alone over there, or here, or over there, or over there, or all over the place. So we sent Kevin off so we can look at some cars as well if I don't have the chance, or we don't have the chance to see them together, so you guys can at least see them. So Ellie, this one, another M1.
Yeah, this is an M1, closer to what it's been on the street. So this one is like super crazy, but this one is the M1 race car. This is also awesome. I think there are not many left. There haven't been many built back in the days. Crazy car as well, like just amazing.
Alright, we're switching the sides now real quick because this one is still covered. We hope this will be uncovered because we have some assumption what could be under there.
Yeah.
But here, Ellie's hard.
This one, back in, if I'm not mistaken, 1999, BMW was in Le Mans LMP series, and this one had a V12 engine, or has a V12 engine. It is the actual LMP car that, if I'm not mistaken, won the Le Mans race in 1999.
Yo,
crazy thing.
Come over here. Check this out. You too. Did you see the names?
Oh. Yeah.
Check out those names on the car. Might sound familiar, one or the other. Cannot believe what I'm seeing here, guys. So LMP, Ellie.
Yes.
You've worked on cars for LMP before, right?
Yes, I did. I was mainly working a little bit on aerodynamics, but main focus was on safety, front and rear crash structures, building, or basically finding concepts, designing them, simulating them, and then actually being close when they've been tested. And luckily, all of the cars that I built and crashed, there was no fatal.
Virtually crashed, right? Not literally crashed.
No, not literally crashed, but the cars crashed in races, and it looked sometimes really terrible. But luckily, all the drivers walked away, so this is great. Sorry for the confusion, we got interrupted, but now we go and look at some other cars. Kevin looked at some cars. There are so many cars, so we had to split up, and I will show you another couple now, and follow me. This car looks a little bit dirty, Do you know why? It just ran like 2 weeks ago the 24-hour race of Le Mans, and it finished 3rd. So this one is quite a good one. It's the Goodwood House SCG 007. It's a privateer team, and they are building LMDH cars, or sorry, LMP cars. Now they switch over to the LMDH cars. And yeah, it's great to have them here, and they actually left all the dirt on the car because yeah, racing for 24 hours makes a car look like this. So this car already got quite a hype, and I have to say, I know why now. This is the Gymkhana wagon. Travis Pastrana is driving it. It's a really proper built rally slash Gymkhana car. It has active aero parts, so when it brakes, many parts will move up. It looks amazing. It really works on the street. It has a lot of damper travel, and he was just out driving it, and now the car is back and the team is checking everything, making sure everything is ready for the next run. Amazing car. That I wouldn't have expected to see here, and I didn't knew actually that it exists, is this super van. It's fully electric, and I think it has tons of power, because when it left the line, it did a smoking burnout with all 4 wheels, and it looks really crazy, especially in the rear, with a spoiler integrated in the van shape. So this one is a quite cool one as well. So yeah, interesting. However, the sound was completely different, as it's an electric car. So yeah, if the future looks like this, well, maybe I can live with it. Let's see. A quite old car, but a legendary car, a Ford GT40, and this is the original car with which Ford first won the 24-hour of Le Mans. The crazy thing about it is, like if you see it, it looks, yeah, like a race car, looks somewhat special. However, come with me, look how low it is. If you go over, it's not even at my wrist. It is lower than my belt line. The car is so low because they tried to have the minimum frontal area, that they have minimum drag to race for the 24 hours at a very high pace. And actually there was a funny thing, Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear once reviewed it, and he sat in the car and basically his head was still out of the gullwing door, so he couldn't close the door. And there was a special version for a really large driver or tall driver, and I think maybe this is this, because it has a small bubble on the other side of the door that he could fit in with his helmet on. So that's how low this car is. So that has been some of the cars here. I would say let's look over what Kevin has in his pockets and what cars he has seen.
Short break to me. I'm also a big car nut, and I want to show you my favorite picks here at Goodwood. And we're at Ferrari Alley because they're 75 years old now, I assume. And this is one of my absolute favorite Ferraris. It's a 365p, and it was run at Le Mans, I guess. And I just adore the car because it has these flowy curves. It is so flat, it is so wide, it is so long. That's one of the most beautiful race cars in my opinion. I can't tell you much about the technical side, that's why these guys are here. This is just one of my favorite cars, I absolutely love it. It could be red for me, but that doesn't matter here because it's so rare and I've never seen one in real life actually. So, as I'm a big Skyline guy and own one or two of them as well, obviously there's this Calsonic replica Group A Skyline that I absolutely adore, and it is driven hard, I heard. It has won a few races.
Many races.
Many races, and it's just incredible because I know these engines, it's hard to get them race ready. They're not that many driven today, so I absolutely love it that it's just that radical Group A replica. And it's driven hard, and that's just what makes this car one of the best for me here. It's not the most expensive, but it is quick and it is how a Skyline should be driven.
Absolutely, and we race for 1 hour. You know, sometimes the problems are people are drag racing or they have a moment on the road, and it's 2 minutes.
Yes, exactly.
You want to see that? After 1 hour, it's glowing, it's on fire.
If anybody should build you a Skyline engine, I think it's this guy, because if you can run an RB for an hour, it will run forever basically.
41 hours.
41
hours.
So that has been a couple of the crazy cars that are around here, but it was only a little fraction of it. So I can just advise everyone who hasn't been here, come here. It's amazing, it's such a great event. I think I'm in petrol head heaven, and on that note, I'm out. Bye bye.